Hi, I'm Mike Bjorkman. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I wanted to introduce a special friend of mine, Julia McBride. She's a business, estate, and family attorney, and her and I have worked together in the past, and we're dealing with a couple different issues right now that I thought for sure was video-worthy. Julia, let me ask you a question. What is our most common issue with dealing with these clients right now when the people are going through a divorce? And how it applies to their real estate, obviously.
Well, I think the first thing that comes up in divorce is that the couple has to decide what's going to happen to the family home. Oftentimes, one spouse thinks that they'll be able to stay in the home and keep the kids there. Two of the most stressful things that can happen in your life is divorce and moving. And so a lot of times, one spouse wants to minimize that for the children and just leave everything as it was before, accept the divorce, let everybody get used to the new living circumstances without additionally moving the whole family away. I think initially the wife will think that spousal support and child support will be enough to cover all those expenses so that the family will still have the same standard of living that they had before the divorce. The problem is that there's two households now, and once the two spouses go to see their divorce attorneys, I think they change their expectations and they start to realize that they may not be able to keep this house, that things are really going to change a lot.
So what we're dealing with right now is now we have a wife that thinks or that thought the child support and the alimony would cover this house payment. So now we're in a situation where we're going to sell the home, and we're actually dealing with two things. The other thing is if you're selling a home, there's sometimes it's amicable, sometimes it's not, but what we're dealing with is one of the spouses signing off a power of attorney to the other, and it stops a lot of drama for me and my team because it'll stop the fighting. We don't have two people negotiating against each other. And is that about the right way to do that?
Yes, I mean, if you can get the two spouses at the beginning of the process to agree that one of them will have the power of attorney for the other one, just with regard to the sale of the house, then you get that one signature, and then the other spouse can sign for all of the rest of the real estate transaction. If you don't have that kind of a power of attorney, then later on somebody can change their mind and want to just basically hold the sale hostage, hoping to get a better deal on some of their other divorce issues. So that can be a really powerful tool for just making sure that the sale goes smoothly. You know, you also want to agree right up front as to some of the basic matters. You know, who the listing agent will be, what maybe
the listing agent, the commission, the terms, the list price, and the sale price are all crucial numbers to have worked out in the very beginning. So again, it doesn't ruin the sale down in the future.
Well, and in addition, with a divorce, you know, what's going to happen to the net proceeds? Sometimes it can be really powerful to agree that a certain amount will go to each spouse, right, you know, from the beginning, right from escrow, so that one spouse doesn't have the ability to, you know, hold it back and not distribute it to the other one. So if you've got some kind of agreement in place for what happens to the proceeds percentage-wise, what other debts might get paid off the top, then, you know, you take a lot of the pressure off of the realtor and escrow and everybody else, and just trying to get the sale closed.
Right. We don't want to be the lawyer also. That brings up something else that we're also dealing with. The situation that's come up is the home has to be sold, but now we're in a negative equity situation. One spouse wants to sell, the other one doesn't. So that's going to be another video that we do this week because it's going to take up the whole amount of time. I wanted to mention that Julia also does tenant-landlord law. She can help you out with that kind of stuff. Great friend, great attorney. And what's your number so they can get a hold of you?
661-259-7930.
You want to give an email?
Julia@jcmcbridelaw.com.
So thanks a lot. Give us a call if you have any questions. My cell phone's 212-8075. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mike.